Here's a Beyond the Pitch podcast quick hit from the WVSA Digital Network.
It is a 20-week course, a 22-week course, whatever, for the C license. So there's a couple weeks where especially with COVID, now a lot of things are virtual. So we did what was called a hybrid model. So a lot of you have a lot of online assignments. I think week 4 or 5, you come in for a weekend and you do on-field assessment. So you watch a half of a game, you create a session based on a moment of the game that you're assigned. You run that session with either kids or you run it with the other coaches who are on the license with you. And then obviously you're evaluated based on that. So, and then you go through the rest of the course, towards the end, I think week 18. So you go back in for another in-person. So it is very intensive. There are lots of assignments that are due within that entire 20-week process. You do group meetings, you do individual meetings with your instructor. So it is extremely time consuming. And so it's been actually really awesome. So the biggest piece that I've taken away from the C license is recording and watching your own stuff. So a lot of clubs now are utilizing video software for their games, which is extremely useful for players to go back and watch clips. It's great for recruiting. It's great for coaches to go and watch moments and trends of their team and, break down certain things and learn how to break down film, which I think can be a really, really useful learning tool from the coaching and player side. That being said, we don't do a lot of recording of training sessions, and we definitely don't do a lot of recording of your own coaching. So it was really interesting. Some of the assignments were, you submit an assignment where, you write out a session based on whatever you're trying to accomplish. And then the second piece of that is that you record yourself doing it and you're mic'd up the whole time. So you go back and you watch it and you pick out moments in the video. And what's really interesting is when you start watching yourself coach, you start to pick up some things like, oh, I hate that I do that, or that wasn't a really useful point, or how can I make that? They obviously were confused when I said that, so how can I say it better? So it's very much a great learning tool from the coaching side of things to really look through that stuff. But I know not every coach has the capability or the resources to do that, so that's where it gets difficult. But it was a great way for me to see that, and now I try to utilize that a little bit more when I can.